Hello, namaste. Welcome to this video about frankincense. Frankincense has been such a huge part of my doTerra journey. It was the oil that really shifted my well-being when I first came to the doTerra oils, and I really hope this video will help you bring frankincense into your daily life a lot more. I'm 36 weeks pregnant with my second little boy, and I've decided to make lots of videos. So when baby comes, you have these videos to watch and be supported through your start of your oil journey. Okay, so frankincense is known as the king of the oils. There are so many things you can do with frankincense, and it really does lend itself to being quite a safe oil. I feel very safe using it on myself and also Ace, who's 2. It blends really well with lavender, sandalwood and myrrh. They just really go so beautifully together. They farm it in Somalia, and I really recommend that you watch the farming sourcing video of frankincense. It is incredible and it's such a beautiful video. I'll post it on the group for you to watch. And it's a resin, so it comes from a tree, and it's the part of the tree that it protects the tree. So I think when I first realised that, oh, it can come from a tree and essential oils can come from resin, I was like, wow, this is something I never knew. And it's got such a woody fragrance to it. It smells so it smells like resin, and it just smells so royal as well. And it's an ancient oil. We've heard of it in the Bible, frankincense and myrrh. So I'm just going to go through 10 ways in which you can use the oil, frankincense oil. And number 1 is really good for depression. So the best way to help with depression is to diffuse this oil. You can just put a few drops in your diffuser, or you can put a drop underneath your tongue. Okay, and this will ease feelings of depression. Number 2, it is an immune boosting oil. So it's a really good way to apply this is to the soles of the feet. You just take 1 drop and then rub onto the soles of the feet. It's really good for cell renewal and skin care. So every morning and every night I'll put 1 drop. I'll get my moisturizer here in my hand, and then I'll just put 1 drop of frankincense oil into my moisturizer. Let's see if I can just get that's better. Oh, just a little bit too light. It's getting the light right so you can see me. Yeah. So one drop into my moisturizer, and as I'm doing it, I really take that time to connect, because the frankincense oil, it brings this emotional property of feeling connected. And when we feel connected to ourselves, then we are really in the right place and we feel very supported. So doing that every morning for me is gold. Before I start my day, go downstairs and deal with the craziness of the dogs and kids, toys, everything. Who knows what's downstairs. So that's that. Right, number 4 is, it's known as a meditation and prayer oil. It brings a lot of focus, and you can just apply a little bit here under the nose, and also on the back of the neck. I have, before I have taught yoga a few times, it's been really powerful in a spiritual sense, is to take 1 drop, and what I'll do is just put 1, I'll tip it like that. So I've not necessarily got a drop running around on my finger, but it's just, Yeah, and then I'll place that onto the roof of my mouth. Oh, it's so wonderful. Such a beautiful oil. Yeah, or you can diffuse it. So if you are meditating or self-practicing at home, pop it in your diffuser. Or for those of you that are holding space for people, then it's a really, really special oil to use for meditation yoga practices. Number 5 is incredible for balancing our emotions. We go from feeling separated to unified, coming to that space of connection again. So you could use it in the diffuser, or just like I showed you on the back of the neck. That would be a really nice way to create that sensation of feeling unified. Breast cancer prevention. Now this protocol really appeals to me. I think it sounds so wonderful. I think at the time I read about it, I was breastfeeding. It just didn't feel right. I think once I've stopped breastfeeding, I'm going to really give this a go. And it says to do it 3 to 4 times a year. And what you do is you dilute the frankincense oil with fractionated coconut oil, which you can get from doTerra. Amazing. Or if you prefer almond oil, whatever it is you prefer. And then apply to the breasts, and this cleanses the breast tissue. And you can do that twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening, and do that for 30 days, 3 to 4 times a year. I really fancy that. I'll let you know when I'm going to do it, and if you fancy joining me, or if you've done it, you can give me some tips. Great for headaches. So 1 drop on the roof of the mouth, just like I said for when I do my yoga practice. So you tip the bottle onto the finger. I'm putting the finger on the roof of the mouth. You can also apply to the temples or the back of the neck. So if you're thinking about it, this is great because it's really either here, or up into the roof of the mouth. Is really getting into those spaces, into the brain, to help release any tension going on in the brain for the headache, to soften. Number 8, sleep. So you could diffuse it. Nice to diffuse with lavender, or just on its own. And also another way for sleep is to apply it to the soles of the feet. And for kids or babies, so for babies, I'd say 1 to 2 years old, you'd get a 10 ml roller and put 1 to 2 drops of frankincense in there. The younger the baby is, I'd just say 1 drop. The older, then 2 drops is fine. And then fill that up with fractionated coconut oil, and we call it a sleepy roller. Oh, hold on, and ignore that. It's 1 drop of frankincense and 1 drop of lavender. There we go, that was it. Yeah, so in a 10 ml roller, 1 drop of frankincense, 1 drop of lavender, and fill to the top with fractionated coconut oil. Lovely, sorry about that. Number 9 is for scars and stretch marks. I used it for my cesarean scar, and it really helped to help the healing for that. You can combine it with myrrh, which I didn't do at the time, but now I'm coming up to this birth. Maybe I might have to have a C-section, I don't know yet. I'm going to try for a natural birth, but if I do end up with a C, I'm going to use frankincense and myrrh to help heal that. And you can apply it to scars or stretch marks, and it'll just help to reduce the appearance of the stretch marks and scars. And finally, number 10, cancer and tumour. So you can take the frankincense in a capsule. You can get empty veggie caps and put it in there, or you can apply it directly to the space. So if it's boobies or in your head or wherever it is on your body, you can apply it directly to that space. And I would dilute it as well. It's nice to have it diluted. This frankincense oil is great for the immune system, like I said, and it has anti-cancerous properties to it, and it also has anti-inflammatory. So like when I was talking about the headaches, it really helps to reduce the inflammation and soothe everything down. And it's an antidepressant. It has antidepressant properties. I've seen it really help quite a few friends and also family members and clients, to really lift them and support them. And it's also a very restorative oil. So that's a little bit about frankincense. I could talk for another 10 minutes about frankincense and all of its beautiful properties. But these are just simple ways for you to get going and get using it. And I would say any time in your life when you just feel emotionally on the edge, is go to frankincense. Pick it up and smell it, apply it to the back of the neck, and just spend a few moments with it. It really is a game changer. Yes, it changed my life, and I don't say that lightly at all. Okay, namaste, lots of love from me, and lots of love from Mr. Frankincense.